Hello. Namaste. Namaste to all of you. Namaskar. I am Shree, and today I will be live streaming Hatha Yoga class on McLean Racket Health Club's Facebook page. In today's class, we will be focusing on shoulders, and hip opening. There are some asanas that will increase your flexibility in your shoulders and bring a lot of movements because it's going to increase the synovial fluid in them. Also, we will have some asanas for hip opening. So, I will be doing Ardha Chandrasana today, and I know some of you, if you can bring a chair and keep it aside and use that as a prop for that particular pose, I will guide you how to do that, and you may be able to go a little deeper in your practice. So let's get started by sitting on a block. I hope all of you can see me. By sitting on a block, you may have cross-legged or bend your knees and press your sit bones down into the block deeply. Roll your shoulders back. Palms together in front of your heart. Touch your thumb against your sternum. Let me increase the volume, please. Give me one moment. I am back. There you go. So I was telling you, palms together in front of your heart. Touch your sternum with your thumb so that you're connecting with your inner body. Roll your shoulder back. Press your sit bones deeply into your block, your buttocks. And close your eyes. Feel the eyelids and allow them to rest and descend towards the bottom, towards your eyeballs. Breathe through your nose, exhale through your nose. Take a moment, set your intention for your class. Intention meaning sankalpa, or set your dedication for today's class. Gently open your eyes and release your hands. Take your blocks out of there and come into Anahatasana, puppy stretch. So take your knees hip distance apart and make sure your hips are directly over the knee. Do not sit back into Balasana or Vira pose. Now take your arms, stretch it out in front of you and draw the chest towards the earth, towards the mat. Stretch those arms straight. Keep your hips directly over the knees for Anahatasana. Take your forehead towards the floor or take your chin to the floor. You may cup your fingers if you need to or press your palm into the mat. Anahatasana, awakening your heart chakra, and it works wonders for your shoulders. Take several breaths in here. And breathe in and out through your nose. Draw the navel in. Inhale, lift your head up. Walk your hands slowly towards your knee. Walk your knee towards your hands. Good. And press yourself up to standing. Coming into, I'm going to turn towards you this time. You may turn if you wish to. Feet are hip distance apart. Coming into Uttanasana Variation by rotating your shoulders back. Interlace your fingers behind your hips. Draw your shoulder blades towards your spine. Bend your knees. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lean forward, hinging from the hips, and draw the arms over the head, inch by inch. Press the four corners of your feet. You bend your knees. I would like you to bend your knees because we are focusing on our shoulders. So take your arms over the head as deep as you can. Several breaths in here. Let go of your head towards the earth. The tops of your head should be towards the mat. Lengthening the sides of your neck. Let it go. Take several breaths in here. Several breaths in here. Inhale, lift your head up. Release your hands to your hips. Straight spine. Press yourself up, upright. Good. One more time. Roll your shoulders back. Interlace your fingers. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bend your knees and hinging from the hip, fold forward. Draw your heart towards the floor. Look towards the back. Open your eyes. Shift your body weight forward. Draw the arms inch by inch. Fraction by fraction. All the way towards the, over the head, towards the mat. Inhale, lift your head up. Take your hands to your hip and press yourself up. There you go. Very nice. Going into Virabhadrasana 1, I'm going to turn. You may also turn to your right. Good. And take your hands to your hip. Take your right leg back. Good. Bend your left knee. Now make sure your right heel is down and grounded on the floor. Press the four corners of your left foot. Keep the left knee directly over the ankle. Inhale, it's a variation of Virabhadrasana 1. Take your arms towards the ceiling. Stretch it out. Exhale, bend your elbows. Going into Garuda arms. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, take your right elbow, cross it over the left. Spiral your forearms for eagle arms. Garuda arms in Virabhadrasana 1. So you may lower your left hip down deeper or stay where you are. Take several breaths in here. I'm going to go slightly deeper. So find your warrior 1 and hold. Good. Look directly in the center. Drishti and gaze should be in the center. Spiral your forearm little deeper. And press the back heel firmly into the mat. Do not micro bend your knees. Keep the back leg straight. Push the back of your thighs towards the ceiling. Separate your left toes widely open. Press the four corners of your left foot. Several breaths in here. Exhale, release your hands to your hip. And walk your right leg forward to meet the left foot. Step your left leg back. Find your warrior 1. Exhale, bend your right knee. Good. Square your hips. Inhale, extend your arm, reach up. Exhale, bend your elbows. Left elbow crosses the right. For eagle arms, Garuda arms. Push your right hip back. Push your left thigh towards the front part of the mat to square your hips. And breathe. The left foot should have a slight angle. Breathe in and out through your nose. Lift your elbows slightly higher, some of you. Good. Press the four corners of your right foot. Don't grip on your right toes. Now press the back heel firmly into the mat. Feel the stretch on your left leg also. Do not bend your left knee. You will defeat the purpose. Exhale, release your hands to your hip and walk your left foot forward to meet the right foot. Going into Uttanasana. Extend intense side stretch. But we are going to use our arms in Anjali Mudra. Let me show you. Some of you will take your palms behind your hips and turn towards your shoulder and walk upwards towards your shoulder blades. If you're not able to do this, then hold on to your elbows and roll the shoulder back. Good. So turn towards your right again. And hands to your hip, take your right leg back. Take that right leg back. Short stance. Square your hips and squeeze your thigh muscles. Activate your quadriceps. Lift your kneecaps up so that you don't bend your knees. Now roll your shoulders back. Now pick your option. You may come into Anjali Mudra. Walk your hands back, roll the shoulder back and hold on to your elbow. Hold on to your left elbow. Take a deep breath in and chin up and look up. Take your chest towards the ceiling. Exhale, hinging from the hip. Lean forward, come halfway only. So lengthen your spine. Don't think of dropping your head. Lengthen your spine and come as low as you can without dropping your head down yet. Now take a deep breath in, roll the shoulder back away from your ears. Press the back heel firmly into the mat. Breathe in. If you have been doing yoga for a while, without compromising your shoulders, take your head to the left knee. Lengthen that spine on top of your left thigh and then take your head towards the left knee and shin. Take several breaths in here. Press your back heel firmly into the mat and breathe. Inhale, press yourself up. Slowly, there you go. Hands to your hip and bring your right leg forward to meet the left foot. There you go. Step your left leg back. Straight legs, guys. Uttanasana Variation with arms. So here you go. Squeeze into your quadriceps. Roll the shoulder back. Now come into Anjali Mudra or hold on to your right elbow and then the left. Press your palm firmly in the back. Roll the shoulders back. Chin up and look up. We are working hard with our shoulders at this time. Breathe in. Squeeze into your quadricep muscle. Activate them by pulling it up towards your hip. Exhale, hinging from the hip. Lengthen your spine. Lengthen your spine. Good. Concave back. Push your right hip back. Push your left hip forward. Square your hips. Yogi's choice. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, take your head towards the knee. Without compromising your shoulders. Shoulders should be pushing back. Spine is lengthening, not rounded so much. And then in the end, drop the head down. Take several breaths in here. Press your feet firmly into the mat. Breathe in and out through the nose. Inhale, press yourself up. Good. Switch your hands and let go of your hand. Hands to your hip and bring your left leg to meet the right foot. Turn and face me. Good. Coming into Virabhadrasana 2 with a variation with your arms. We are going to interlace your fingers behind your hips. So take a wide stance. Yeah? Good. Turn your right leg out 90 degrees. Now when you turn your right leg out, turn it from the hip. Now draw your quadricep muscles up. Make it very firm towards the femur bone because it will lift your right kneecap. Good. Extend your arm reach. Exhale, bend your right knee. Lower the right hip down for 90-degree angle depending upon how long you have been practicing. Good. Now roll your shoulders back and interlace your fingers behind your hips. Interlace those fingers behind your hips. Take your left shoulder back a little bit. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, lean forward. Lean forward in front of your right thigh. And breathe in. As you exhale, go deeper. Get your arms over the head. Take your right hip, push it towards the front. Several breaths in here. Keep your right knee directly over the ankle. Make sure your right hip is in line with the right knee. Push your right hip towards me, towards the camera if you were facing me. Let go of your head towards the earth. Take several breaths in here. Good. Virabhadrasana Variation, humble, humble. Inhale, press your right foot and press yourself up. Good job. Extend your arms for warrior two. Straighten your leg. Take your hands to your hip. Parallel your feet. Let's go to the other side. We have the other leg. Don't forget that. Take your right shoulder back and extend your arm, reach up. Now exhale. Squeeze your left thigh muscles. Activate your leg muscles. Exhale, bend your left knee. With control, with awareness, so that your left knee is directly over the ankle. Now roll your shoulder back and roll it deeply. Interlace your fingers behind your hips. Take a deep breath in. Broaden that collarbone. Broaden your collarbone. Now exhale. Lower the hip down a little bit more, the left hip. Press your back heel firmly. Inhale. As you exhale, lean forward. Lean forward. Draw the arms over the head. Now bring your awareness, focus with your alignment. Look at your left knee, glance at it. Bring the left knee directly over the left ankle and push your left hip forward towards me. If you're facing me, your left hip should be in line with the left knee. Don't stick your left buttocks out. Press your back heel firmly and breathe. Several breaths in here. Go as deep as your body allows. Inhale, press your heels into the mat and press yourself up. Release your hands to your hip, straighten the leg. Good, extend your arm, parallel your feet, hands to your hip, bend your knees and walk your feet together. Several breaths in here. That was Virabhadrasana 2 with arms, shoulders, fingertips variation. Coming into Goddess Pose. I hope you are loving the class. It's opening up your shoulders and hips. So take your feet wide apart. Not too wide. Some of you get very excited and allow your ego to kick in and you go too wide. Please be aware of that. So heel in, toe out. Heel in, toe out. And bend your knee. Bend your knee. Find your squat according to your body. Don't lean forward. Take your palms together in front of your heart. We will be working with our shoulders. So push your knee back. Take a deep breath in and come into Cactus Pose. And as you exhale, draw the shoulder blades in. And take your elbow to the shoulder level. Not here somewhere, shoulder level. Separate your fingers wide open and breathe. For Goddess Pose, Temple Pose, rather in Cactus Arm Variation. Now breathe in and as you exhale, sink in a little bit more deeper. Breathe in, exhale, sink a little more deeper. Good, and hold. Take your upper body back. Draw the tailbone towards the mat by drawing your navel into your spine. Pull it in. Good. Inhale, straighten the leg. Palms together in front of your heart. Hands to your hip. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth and exhale. Good. Parallel your feet. Now, we are coming into high crescent lunge. High crescent lunge. So, turn to your right. Good. Sorry. Parallel your feet, fingertips to the chest, and extend your arm, reach up towards the side. Turn your right leg out 90 degrees. Good. And swing your left arm, come into high crescent. Your left leg is extended. Bend your right knee. Bend your right knee and draw the right hip down. Extend your arm towards the ceiling. For now, exhale, bend your elbows in cactus arms. And bend your elbows. Now go a little deeper. Shift that back leg back. Press the ball of your left foot. Keep this left knee very strong. Don't micro bend. Take your arms in a cactus position. You may hold on to a chair if you need to. Breathe. Take several breaths in here. Take several breaths in here. Breathe in and out through your nose for high crescent lunge with cactus arms. Hands to your hip, straighten the leg and parallel your feet. Walk your feet together. Good. Turn towards your left. Come forward a little bit and step your right leg back. Bend your left knee. Bend this left knee and inhale, extend your arm, reach up. Now find your high crescent. You may take your hand to the hip if you want and come on the ball of your right foot. Come on the ball of your right foot, raise that right heel. Stretch that back leg, activate your right thigh muscle. There you go, quads. Now inhale, extend your arm, find your balance in high crescent. Exhale, slowly bend your elbows in cactus arms. Take several breaths in here. Take several breaths in here. Now don't lean forward. Take your upper body directly over the hip, left hip. There you go, directly in the center. Look directly in the center. Drishti, gaze. Stay focused with your breath. Breathe in and a breath out. Several breaths in here. Good job. And as you exhale, take your hands to your hip and straighten the leg and walk your foot forward to meet the left foot and come to the center part of the mat. There you go. Good job. Going into Prasarita Padottanasana C, meaning we are going to go wide legs. We are going to fold forward, hinging from the hip and interlacing our fingers behind our hips. Still working with our shoulders. Fingertips to the chest. Take a wide stance. Several breaths in here. Heel and toe in one line, parallel feet. Activate your thigh muscles. Good. Roll your shoulders back. Interlace your fingers behind your hips. Breathe in. Rotate those shoulders. Good. Chin up and look up. Wide-legged, forward fold. Exhale, hinging from the hip. Lean forward. Good. Hinging from the hip. Don't push your hips so much back. Now lean forward, lean forward, lean forward. Very nice. As soon as you see your mat, exhale, take your head towards the mat and all the way let it hang. Let the tops of your head hang towards the mat and draw your arms over the head. Do not bend your knees. Shift your body weight forward in front of the heel. There you go. Press both the heels firmly into the mat. Draw the arms over the head. Look towards the back. Let go of your head. Free and clears. Allow the cervical spine to lengthen. And breathe. Inhale. Lift your head up. Halfway only. Take your hands to your hip. Good. Look down towards the floor with a straight back. Press yourself up. Bend your knees and walk your feet together. That was Prasarita Padottanasana C. Working with our hands behind our hips. That worked our shoulders. Your shoulders must be feeling good by now. Next pose, we are going to come into Ardha Chandrasana. And from there, we are going to go into Chamatkar pose. Now you're wondering, what in the world is this Chamatkar pose? We call it here wild pose. Got it? I bet you did. So turn around to the right side and come on to your downward facing dog. Meet me in downward facing dog. Woohoo. Good. Stay there. Bend your knees halfway. Take a deep breath and push your chest back. Push your chest back. Lengthen your spine. Take your shoulders away from your chest, from your ears. Take your shoulders away from your ears. Draw your upper arm towards each other. Good. Opening up your shoulder blades. Now, take your feet together. From downward facing dog, take your right leg up into the ceiling. Now bend your knee. Bend your knee. Press each and every knuckle down. And breathe in. As you exhale, you open up your hip. Open up your hip and point your toe. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bring your heel into your right hip. Bring the right heel into your right hip and rotate that upper body. Rotate your thoracic spine. Beautiful. If some of you are doing yoga for a while, keep your shoulders parallel to each other and twist that upper body. Square your shoulders, in other words. And breathe. Open up the hip. Good job. And look towards your left, under the left arm, and place your right leg onto the floor and extend your right arm. Reach up and stretch it out. Flex your left foot and open up the right hip. Very good. Exhale. There we go. Downward facing dog. I hope you were able to see me. Now here I go. Feet together. Right leg, left leg rises. Press the right foot down. And inhale. Raise that left leg higher. Exhale, bend your knee. And open up your hip. Open up that hip. Breathe in. As you exhale, rotate your upper body and stretch it out. There you go. Exhale, point your toe in the back and draw your heel into the hip. Good job. And breathe. Take your time in getting there. Press your right heel firmly into the floor and rotate your body. Take your left foot behind your right thigh. And then right heel down and extend your arm, reach up. Open up your hip. Good. Open up your chest. Open up that left knee. Come on to the ball of your left foot. Lift your left heel up. Several breaths in here. There you go. Very good. All of you have done this pose with me before. And go deeper. Push your navel forward. Exhale. Release your hands to the floor. Spiral the back foot. And extend the left leg if you wish. Otherwise, come into your downward facing dog. Oh boy, that opened up your hip, I hope. Take several breaths in here. Good. Walk your hands towards your feet. Walk your hands towards your feet. Good job. Shift your body weight forward a little bit. Now take your hands to your hip and press yourself up. Whew. I hope you like that. Why not we do one more time? Okay, good. That is called Chamatkar pose. Let me show you one thing, that when you are when your foot is down, I want you to come on the ball of your foot and right heel is raised and left heel is down, and open this knee, open this hip. Good. Rotate your upper body. Don't sink in. Lift your hips up. And then rotate your knee. And then extend your arm. Reach. Open up your chest. So that is your Chamatkar pose. Alright, wild pose. Let's go. One more time. From downward facing dog. Feet together. Good. Right leg rises. Bend your knee. Open up your hip. Stack your hip. Stack it, stack it, stack it. Heel towards your hip. Exhale. Cross your left thigh. Land your leg onto the floor. And you may stay there or open up your shoulder. Good. Exhale. Three-legged down dog if you wish to. Otherwise, come into downward facing dog. Left leg rises. Knee to the navel. Bend your knees. Take a deep breath in. Open your hip. Beautiful. Take your leg behind you with confidence. Use this hand for balancing. Good. Now extend your arm. Reach up. And push your core forward. Push your chest forward. Take a really mini back bend. Several breaths in here. Open this left knee. Open your left knee. And breathe. Exhale. Three-legged down dog if you wish. Or you can come into downward facing dog. Press your heels. Walk your hands towards your feet. Good. Hands to your hip. Press yourself up. For Tadasana. Relax. Take a breath or two. That was a deep hip opener. We are going to go into Ardha Chandrasana. Half moon. So take your block, take your chair. Let me bring a chair in case if you wanted to use your chair. So for some of you who have issues with your right hip on a standing leg, what I would like you to do is, here is a demonstration for you. You may take your right hand and I will guide you, and then you can come up. So when you come up for half moon, your hand is on the chair, on the base of the chair, okay? In case if you want to take a support. Otherwise, take your chair out of the way. Good. So take your block, keep it forward. Let me get rid of the chair. Take a wide stance. Keep your block on either side. Turn your right leg out 90 degrees. Extend your arm reach. Take your shoulder blades away from your spine and stretch your arms. Activate your right thigh muscle. Squeeze it in. Lift it up towards your hip. Now, come into triangle pose. From triangle, we are going to go into half moon. Hold on to your shin. Good. Hold on to your shin. Find that triangle. Widen your legs. Find your triangle. Push your right hip forward. Look towards the ceiling and hold. Several breaths in here. Turn your head towards the ceiling. Now take your top hand to your hip. Rotate your shoulder back. Rotate your shoulder back. Bring your hip forward a little bit. The right hip towards the camera, towards me. And look down. Do with confidence. Do with positive energy. You can make it. Bend your knee. Bend your knee. Good. And hold on to the block next to your ankle. Shift back if you need to. Now, make sure your right foot is steady on the floor. Now look down and bring your left foot forward, closer to the right foot slightly. Not a whole lot. Now move your block in line with your pinky toe. Straight, 12 inches maybe. So when you lean into the block or the chair, your hand, wrist should be under the shoulder. Now take a deep breath in. Lean forward into the block. Come on to the tippy toes of the back foot. Your heart is looking at the mat right now. That's fine. Now here you go. Lean forward and start straightening the right leg. Start straightening the right leg and extend your arm. Rotate your upper body for half moon. Separate your toes in the back. Flex your left foot. Breathe in. You may look towards the earth. You may look towards the ceiling, depending upon your practice. Good. And breathe. Rotate that upper chest. Exhale. Bend your right knee. Bend your right knee. Bend your right knee. Good. Come on to the tippy toes of the back foot. And hold on to the right leg. Foot triangle pose. Stretch your arm. Good. Widen your stance a little bit more. Inhale. Press yourself up. Upright. Hands to your hip. Parallel your feet. Walk your feet together. Beautiful. That was Ardha Chandrasana. So let's go on the other side. We have the other leg. Aren't you lucky? So here you go. So keep your block close to you. Do it slowly. The slower you do, the better you get. Take your feet wide apart. Turn your left leg up 90 degrees. Press your back heel firmly into the floor and extend your arm reach. As you exhale, come into triangle pose, Trikonasana. Extend your arm reach up towards the ceiling with your right hand. Very good. Take a breath or two here. Top hand to the hip. Rotate your top shoulder. And exhale, look down. Bend your left knee. Bend this left knee. This is your standing leg. Make it very strong. Breathe in. Take your block into next to your left ankle. Shift your right leg towards your left foot a little bit. Don't let go of your head. Lift your head up. Now take your block, move it in line with the pinky toe. I may be hitting my sofa, but that's okay. Take a deep breath in. Lift your right leg up. Good, I hope you can see me. Right leg up and extend your right leg. Straighten the left leg, straighten the left leg. And extend your arm whenever you're ready for half moon. Yeah, flex your right foot. Flex your right foot. Look towards the floor, look towards the center. Look towards the ceiling. Rotate that upper body. Separate your toes wide open. On your right foot, flex that foot. Keep that right leg in line with the right hip. And exhale, bend your left knee. Bend your left knee. Lower the right leg down. And press yourself up. Parallel your feet. Hands to your hip. Walk your feet together. In Tadasana, feet hip distance apart, shoulders back and hold. And breathe. Palms together in front of your heart. Close your eyes. Allow your brain to process. Allow your brain to process. Take several breaths in here. Several breaths in, process. And release your hands. Good. Now come on, turn towards the right and come down all the way. Good job. And come into your, we are going to go into Dolphin Pose with your forearm in front of the mat. So take your elbows down and make sure that your forearm is in line with the edge of the mat. Good. So here you go. Come onto your knees and take your elbows shoulder width apart. Take your elbows shoulder width apart. And take a deep breath in. Tuck your toes in the back. Stay there. Press each and every knuckle down into the floor. Middle finger in the center. Forearm in line with the edge of the mat so that they are straight. Take a deep breath in. Tuck your toes in the back and lift your hips up. Lift your hips up. Good. Feet are hip distance apart. Now, ball of your feet. You're on the ball of your feet for Dolphin Pose. Lift your heels up. Press the ball of your feet into the mat. Draw your quadriceps up. Activate your legs. Now, press the forearm firmly into the mat. Press each and every finger into the mat. Head is hanging, dangling towards the earth. It's not touching the floor. Now, breathe in. As you exhale, walk your feet a little bit closer towards your elbow. And shoulders are directly over the elbows. Take several breaths in here for Dolphin Pose. Squeeze into your quadricep muscles. You are working with your shoulders. Several breaths in here. Push your sit bones towards the ceiling. Push it up, push it up. Good. Exhale, bend your knees. And walk your hands back to your knees. Take a breath or two. Take a breath or two. This was a Dolphin Pose with your forearm down. We are going to do it again. Do you like that? Yes, of course you love that. So here you go. Make sure your hand is straight. And not, because when you go up, when you take your hips up, then your arms move. Your forearm will move. So unless you have an excellent practice there for a while. So let's go. Come onto your knees. Take your elbows down, forearm to the floor. Good. Let me do a front version for you in case if you cannot see me. So here we go. Now, take a deep breath in. Tuck your toes in the back and lift your hips up. Good. Walk your feet towards your elbows and relax your head. Relax your head. Press the forearm firmly into the mat. Press each and every knuckle down. Lift your hips up. Walk your feet towards your elbow as much as you can and breathe in. Several breaths in here for your shoulders. And breathe. In and out through your nose. Exhaling through your nose. Exhale. Bend your knees and come out of there. This is very good for athletes, for golfers, for tennis players. Very good. It works wonders for your shoulders. Now let's have another variation for Dolphin Pose. This time we are going to interlace our fingers. There's the pinky finger hanging outside. So take it inside your cup. Good. I will do one in the front, one on the sideways so that you guys get an idea. So take your elbow down. Good. Face me if you want to. Elbows are shoulder width apart. Eyeball it. If your elbows are too weak, you can use a strap and strap it up. Strap above the elbow if you wish. So here you go. Take your knees back, tuck your toes in the back, and breathe in. As you exhale, lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Let go of your head, allow it to hang towards the earth. Now lift your hips up. Push your thigh muscles into the hamstring and walk your feet towards your elbows. Good. Walk your feet towards your elbows as close as you can. It prepares you for your pinch mayurasana. But anyway, right now we are doing dolphin with interlacing our fingers. Press your palm down. Don't interlace, should not be very tight. Don't cut your blood supply there. Now lift your hips up, lift your hips up. Good job. And you're on the ball of your feet. Exhale, release. And turn around to the side. How about that? You're on your knees. Interlace your fingers. Pinky finger inside so that it can flush with the mat. Elbow, shoulder width apart. Take a deep breath in and lift your hips up. Walk your feet forward towards your elbows. Look towards the back. Look towards your navel. Lift your heels up. Push your sit bones up, 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 up. Good. Press the ball of your feet into the mat. Several breaths in here. And breathe. Several breaths in here. Exhale, release. That was dolphin pose by interlacing our fingers. Take a breath or two and relax. Turn around and face me. And bring your blocks. Take your blocks. We are getting into our favorite pose, Gomukhasana. Gomukhasana, the foot pattern. Okay? Gomukhasana, the foot pattern. So, stand up on your knees, take your right foot forward. Keep the block close to you guys. Take a deep breath in. Now, swing your back leg at an angle. Let me show you. Swinging of the back leg. You are here. And your right foot is forward. I want you to take your left shin and swing it back towards your right. Got it? Got it. Good job, good job. Right foot forward. Swing your back leg. And now take your hand and take your knee over the left knee. Right knee stacks up over the left knee. Good. Look in the back. Your feet should be like a pretty bow. Right. Now walk your body back, hips back. Have a seat on the floor. Have a seat on the mat. Otherwise, take a block. Put it under your hip. The block should be this way. And just slide it under your hip. Good. You may sit on your block. You have an option. There are yoginis who would love to sit on the mat itself. So use one block, two blocks, depending upon what's going on in your knees. So please, if you have sharp pain, if you have surgery of any kind, this pose is not for you. Then you can just simply sit in Baddha Konasana. So here you go. Take your hands and roll the shoulder back. Squeeze into your shoulder blades. Roll the shoulder back. Good. Separate your toes. There you go. Don't sit on your heels. Do not sit on your heels. You are sitting directly on the mat or you are sitting on a block. Take several breaths in here. Roll the shoulder back. Roll the shoulder back. Take your arms to the side. Turn your palm towards the back, the left palm towards the back. Now bend your left elbow, roll the left shoulder back and walk your hands between your shoulder blades. Or take a strap, put it on your left shoulder and grab the strap. Good. In the back. Now take your arms, stretch it out in front of you. Take it up, turn your palm towards the back, bend your elbow. Now hold on to the strap or hold on to your finger tips. Pull on your fingers towards your shoulder blades and your head. And that is called Gomukhasana, cow face asana. When you interlace your fingers, it resembles the face of the cow. Stay there. Stay there, stay there, stay there. And breathe. Now, stay there. Don't move. I'm going to move. I don't want you to move. I want you to just see this pose from the back. You are here on the floor or you are on the block. And shoulder back. Good. Keep your head lifted. Keep your head lifted. This is your Gomukhasana pose. Stay there. I know. The more you practice, the better you get. Take several breaths in here. Now you are in your Gomukhasana pose. Now release your hands. And how do you get out without injuring yourself? I lean forward, lean forward, lean forward, lean forward, and then uncross your knees. Good job. Take your left leg forward. Take your block with you, guys. Now take your right shin, right foot. Good. Spiral it, take it out towards the left. Swing it towards your left. Good. Now lean forward and take your hand, stack your right knee on the bottom, left on top. Squeeze your thigh muscles. Squeeze your thigh muscles. Now shift back. Be wise and use a block if you have to. Use a block if you have to, or go down all the way if your body allows. Respect your body limitations and practice yoga intelligently. And take your breath. Inhale to work with it. Your prana should be flowing pretty good. Breathe in and out. Extend your arm towards the side. Turn your right palm back. Bend your elbow. Roll the right shoulder. This is a key action. Rolling the right shoulder is important. Extend your left arm. Turn your palm. Reach up. Exhale. Bend your elbows. Bend that left elbow and then grasp your strap or your fingers. Whatever works for you. Now don't tilt your head. We are not going to go through photography here. So keep your chin parallel to the floor. Take your left elbow towards the ceiling. Oh, this feels good. We did good asanas. This works deep into your shoulders, deep into your glutes, whatnot. Take several breaths in here and breathe. This is called Gomukhasana. Several breaths in here. Through your nose, breathing in and out. And exhaling through in and out through your nose. And breathe. If your hands are not meeting your fingertips, then when you take shower every day, try this pose with your arms. Try this pose with your arms. Allow the hot water to hit your back and you will get there. Use a towel as your strap. Or use your strap. It'll get cleaned. And breathe. Several breaths in here. Good. Don't raise any sit bones. Press the sit bones into the mat, into the block. Do not raise your sit bones. Good job. And exhale, release. Slowly. You do not have to rush. Slowly release your hands. That was Gomukhasana. Walk your hands forward and uncross your knee and have a seat. Some of you can have a seat on a block for Baddha Konasana, or some of you can have a seat on the floor. Good. Now take your hands, shift your extra Godiva deposits, extra flesh out of there. Feel your sit bone come into Baddha Konasana. Good. Take your hands behind your hips or next to the hips. Lift your hips up. Lift your hips up and then have a seat. Good. Have a seat on your sit bones. Feel it. Hold on to your toes. I want you to hold on to your toes. The depth of this pose in Baddha Konasana is not coming out of your head. It's coming out of your groins. Your groins have to open up. Your hips have to open up quite a bit. So here you go. How can we open these? Take your thumb, put it inside of your soles of your feet and open up. Open up the soles of your feet towards the ceiling. Open deeper. Get your knees. The knees will go down by itself. And breathe. Several breaths in here. Straight arms. Now, if you have been practicing for a while and your heart desires, we are going to hold on to the toes. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, bend your elbows. Elbows are closer to your body. Option 1. Or other option is to get your elbows in front of your shin. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, lengthen your spine. Lengthen your spine. Please do not drop your head yet. Lengthen your spine and look in front of you, far away on the floor. And breathe, hinging from the hips. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, go deeper, deeper, deeper. Get your head towards the toe. And slightly tilt your head. Focus is to lengthen your spine, lengthen your spine, lengthen your spine. It's coming from your groin, not your head. So don't drop your head, don't round your spine very quickly. Breathe. Take several breaths in here for Gomukhasana, forward fold. Several breaths in here. Inhale, lift your head up, lift your head up. Good. Take your hands to your knees, be kind to your body and bring it together and extend your legs. Good. And just relax. Flip your feet if you have to. Just relax completely. Let go. Good. Several breaths in here. Now take your hand under your knees. Good. And bend your knees. Bend your knees. Good. Take the soles of your feet together. Open up those hips. You know what to do. Get your heel close to the core of your pelvis. Close to the core of your pelvis as much as you can. Good. And allow the knees to descend towards the mat. Now here you go. Take a deep breath in. Lean forward. Hold on to your toes. Lean forward. Hold on to your toes. Take several breaths in here. Straight spine. I like to see straight spine right now. And breathe. Yogi's choice. Go deeper and deeper and deeper into your exhale and then drop the head towards your toes. Drop the head toward. This is very good for your ankle, guys. If you have some kind of injury, you can practice this. I had an injury on my ankle, and in one of the conferences, I asked the master teacher what to do, and I was told to come up to the podium and try this out. I thought I'm going to lose my ankle that time. Oh my God. He made me go deeper and deeper and deeper. And that's how I recovered from my ankle injury. Inhale, rise up and exhale. Bring your knees towards each other and extend your legs and just relax it. Now I want you to take your hand under your hips. Shift your flesh out of there. Good. Bend your knees and then take your legs apart. Wide legs. Good, and breathe. Wide legs. Now, lift your body up. Lift your hips up. Take your hands behind your thighs and lift your hips up and land on your sit bones. Good job. Now press your thighs down, back of your thighs down. Take your right hand under your right thigh. Left hand and over. Now pull the right hand out so that you are externally rotating your thighs. Bring and rotate that. Actually, in reality, it is internal rotation, but it looks like external. So here you go. Lengthen your spine. Backs of your thighs down, back of your knees down, back of your shin down, calf muscle down, ankle down. Flex your feet. Don't allow it to flip-flop right and left. It should be facing towards the ceiling. Your knees facing towards the ceiling. Remember, I said this is going to be shoulder work also. So here you go. Take a deep breath in and take your hands close to your body and walk your elbows out. Goal is to get your elbows down to the mat. Roll the shoulder back. Good. And elbow down, elbow down, elbow down. Looks easy, doesn't it? But it'll come as you practice. Elbow down to the floor. Do not drop your head. Lift your head up. Look directly in the center. Look directly in the center. Good. Press your forearm down. Yeah, there you go. Parallel to each other, forearm. Now look at your feet. The toe should be pointing towards the ceiling. Do not compromise your hip. Press your sit bones down into the mat. Down into the mat. Now lift your head up and back to center. Take a deep breath in. Lengthen your spine. Lengthen your spine. As you exhale, take your hands to your leg. Inhale, lean forward, hinging from the hip. Hinging from the hip, lean forward. Make a peace sign, palm facing each other, interlace your fingers around the big toe. Take a deep breath in, lengthen your spine, don't drop the head down. Bend your elbows, press your thighs down, back of your knees down, calf down. Now bend your elbows, go as deep as your body allows, hinging from the hip, not your head. Don't drop the head, look towards the front and go deeper. As you exhale, go deeper and deeper and deeper. Wonderful. Inhale, rise up. Take your hands under your knee, be kind to your legs and pull it up. Good. Turn towards your right and prepare yourself for Shavasana. So turn to your right and take your feet hip distance apart, straighten the leg. Make sure that your feet are hip distance apart, not too wide and not in a la-la land of your own. So get your feet, good. Bend your knees and lie down on your back. And find your Shavasana. Prepare yourself for Shavasana. Stay there, please. Please stay there. Shavasana. Several breaths in here. Breath is smooth and soft. Eyelids are relaxed, cheeks are relaxed. External body is totally relaxed. Head to toe, relaxed. Invite your subconscious mind to relax your inner brain, floating freely in its cavity, completely relaxed. Allow your subconscious mind to relax each and every cell in your body. Allow your prana, your life force, your breath to heal each and every cell in your body. Breath is relaxed, heart is relaxed, mind is relaxed. Stay focused with your breath. Soft breaths. Bring your breath softer and softer. Inhales are soft, exhales are soft. With every inhale, bathe each and every organ with positive energy. With every exhale, let go. Let go of any tightness, any soreness. Just let it go. Be very quiet, be very still. In Shavasana, the corpse pose. Corpse, don't move. Please do not move in your Shavasana. Just your entire body melt away. Allow your entire body to melt. Melt away towards the mat. Soft breath, very quiet, very still. Very quiet, very still. Breath is soft, breath is relaxed, heart is relaxed, mind is relaxed. You may stay here if that's what your heart desires, or you may take a deep breath in, open your mouth and exhale, bend your knees, roll over to your side, the entire body rolls towards your side, stay there, don't be in a rush, allow your heart to adjust. Stretch your top leg straight to the floor, press your left palm to the floor and press yourself up to seated position. Have a seat on a block. Very little disturbance when you come to this pose after Shavasana. Eyes are soft and they are closed. Palms together in front of your heart. Take a couple of breaths in. Several breaths in here. Feels very good. Bow your head to the light within you. Take a moment. Honor your spirit. Gently open your eyes. Relax your hands to your thighs. I hope your shoulders are feeling better. I'm sure it will increase your flexibility in the end movements in your shoulders and your hips. So, if you liked this class, please press your like icon on your phone. And as you know, McLean Racket Health Club offers many classes. On Thursday at 11 a.m., we have Youth Conditioning with Monica. On Fridays at 11, we have Muscle Hustle with our strong Mike. Yes. And Fridays, we have at 1 p.m. a very gentle, light-hearted gentleman for meditation. On Saturday, we have at 9 a.m. we have Triple Fit with Kelly. On Sundays, we have Zumba. Dance your heart out, guys, with Zumba with Yuri. And next Wednesday, next week, we will be back on Wednesday. Take your palms together. Take your wrist thumb to your forehead. And namaste to all of you. Thank you for being and participating in my class. Thank you and namaskar. Bye-bye.